The first time I saw a black person in a textbook, they were knee-bent, skin scarred from mistreatment, bare-backed, indecent, childlike limbs shackled, palms entangled in prayer and anguish. Horror scurried through my veins. The estrangement that came when we would learn of the enslaved tore my insides, spoilt my appetite for learning. During school, the word Africa was a swear word, became a disease that spewed itself from the infected minds of children and festered in their mouths. Duck, duck, goose. Duck, duck, go back to Africa. I wanted to get up and run, but I would remain stuck, arrested in my footsteps and paralyzed in my thinking. The only thought that would live in my mind was doubt. From now, I would question the voice within. In history lessons, I became the subject matter when learning of slavery or the civil rights movement. Back then, we saw teachers without fault, standing tall in my imagination. These teachers were superhumans, secondary caregivers, mothers and fathers who I would never dare question. Every history lesson, my teacher's attention remained glued to the textbook, her knowledge merely a regurgitation of this holy scripture. On page 34, William Wilberforce would peer up at me with beady eyes and a soiled smile, perhaps in search of my gratitude. Throughout secondary school, I was the outsider, a foreigner in my own skin. History made me feel this way. I desired to return home, but I didn't quite know where this was or how to get there. My cousins in Sierra Leone, they longed to live the life that I had. Growing up in the West was a dream for them, but for me, a nightmare. The only relief I got from the heaviness of this all was my English-sounding name. God forbid my name be Oliyinka or my surname Karoma. Looking back at my education, I wish learning about Black history didn't feel like death to self. I wish I had the language and the knowledge to tell those innocent children that Africa was not a disease, nor a swear word. If I could turn back time, I would have my teacher learn from my uncle who says slavery was a brief but rude interruption of millennia of glorious, incredible, advanced Black civilization all across Mother Africa. History would teach me of the Kemets and Mansa Musa and provide me with role models such as John Henry Smythe, Angela Davis, or Kwame Nkrumah. If I could turn back time, a lesson in Black history would feel like a Twix bar melting in my mouth, the smell of sugary coffee, the classroom a place of joy and pride. I would not feel impulsed to hide. If I could turn back time, my classmates would know that it is the land, the blood, the soil, the hearts, the imaginations, and the creative innovations of Africans that make our nation as great as it is today. My ancestors wish to be remembered as more than property. In being here today, I wish for history to remember them properly.